The hurt breeds berserk. I would like to welcome all to this hall of stain, where we salute who stood tall, whether blood or cuss. Boost closed out the mall, drug dealers are fiends, strippers and hood entrepreneurs. We them ghetto stars. I know generals with scars. They gon' tell us about their life and try to guide you through yours. Ace Goonie on the beat, soldier smooth his record. Where we live by the gun, try not to die by the sword. We them ghetto stars.
We them ghetto stars.
Yeah, reporting to you live from Inglewood, California. It's your boy Breeze Berserk, aka the commentator, GhettoStarzPodcast. Man, I got a very important guest right here, man. A seasoned veteran, a gentleman, and a real G. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here chopping it up. And I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Tell the people who you be, big homie.
I'm JB, man, from the east side of Low Bottomz, representing the BZP and the BBN, Belizean Blood Nation. Y'all already know what it is.
No
Much
doubt.
love.
Much love, big homie. I appreciate you, man. I swear, man, you came a long way. I'm talking about you drove a long way to come chop it up with your little bro, man. That's gratefully appreciated, and don't think that I'll ever forget it, man. Anytime you on the east, you already know that love is a boomerang, man.
Already.
You know, I have major respect and admiration for you, so
likewise.
I have to definitely start off by asking you, where you hail from? Where were you born? Let's start there.
I was born in Belize City.
Wow, where was that?
Central America, between Guatemala and Salvador.
Wow.
And out there, just like out here in any other state or countries that we go to, we all have our ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
I was brought here at the age of 2. My parents migrated to the United States of America. Went to New York first. After New York, we came and we settled down in Los Angeles, California. You know.
Wow.
And, been here ever since.
Wow.
Traveled many places, but this is home.
Wow. Definitely, man. That's deep. So, you got any siblings, Monty?
Definitely. I have one brother left in Belize. I'm sorry, I'll take that back. I have 2 brothers in Belize. And my sister, my younger sister, passed away, and I have a sister that's in Las Vegas. And how could I forget? Please forgive me, y'all. I got another brother in New York.
Most definitely, man. I'm sorry to hear about the ones that you lost, man.
Oh, thank you, brother.
How was it growing up with those siblings? Like especially moving throughout the states or the countries and all of that.
It was memorable. It's something that I would never forget. It's something that I learned how to appreciate, because tomorrow is not promising for none of us, so I take no day for granted. And the days that I did take for granted, I try my best to rekindle and, make sure that we all are well,
Absolutely, my G.
But it was a blessing. It was definitely a blessing. My dad has 17 of us. But
17?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm somewhere in between, so I don't know what number.
Right.
All I can say is I'm somewhere in between, man.
Right. Wow. So, not to be, stirring up no madness or nothing, but which one of them would you have the closest bond with? We all have tighter bond with one of our siblings than the other. It don't mean that we love our other siblings any less. But who would be the sibling that you hold the tightest bond with?
That'll be my brother Mark.
No doubt.
I love my sister, rest in peace to death. It's just a different thing between brother love, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Brother and sister, so.
Absolutely, man.
Everywhere he go, I would be his shadow.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's your older brother?
He's my older brother, yeah.
So, Wow, so it was just like watching him when you wanted to follow certain. You learned a lot from him, basically.
I learned a lot from him.
No doubt.
Indeed.
No doubt. So, what about education? What's the first school that you can remember attending?
Oh gosh, that would be 42nd Elementary School.
42nd Elementary?
Oh my gosh.
What city is that in?
That's in Los Angeles, California.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what was that like?
That was like hell,
For real?
to be honest with you. Sweet, but yet bitter at the same time, you know.
Was there gang activity in the school?
Absolutely.
Even the elementary school then?
Even the elementary school.
Wow. So what was going on in there? What turfs, what hoods was they claiming?
Well, you know, Mom's was tried her best.
Yeah.
We came over with Pops and stuff. You know, Pops was working at a key shop. Mom was always a nurse after they had got settled in and got their residency and stuff. And
Yeah.
we moved on Arlington and Vernon. That's the heart of the Crip hood.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh. What particular crib?
Rolling 40s.
Rolling 40s. Oh, the
Yes.
Brewers. Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And you know, when you raise up in certain neighborhoods, certain people get an idea. It's kind of like two birds of a feather flock together, right? So certain
Yeah.
folks thought that, if that's where you live at, that's where you're from.
Oh, right.
Well, that's
right.
not true, because my brother Mark lived there as well, but he from Harlem Crip.
Oh,
You know what
wow.
I'm saying? So this is where the fun of the family began, the separation, but still,
Right.
you bring it together. You do.
Right, no doubt.
Yeah.
So that sounds very similar to brother T. Rogers, God rest his soul. Black P. Stone, his brother was also a Roller 30 Crip, right?
Yes, sir.
So how was that coming up? And as far as your area, okay, the area you stayed at was 40s and he was claiming 30s. Did they get along at that time? Or?
They got along at times. You know how Crips do it sometimes, and some, you know how it is. Sometimes you fuse, sometimes you don't. Depends on who homie jumped who or who dirty macked who.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But I was raised up watching him doing what he do, and I had relatives at the same time that was Red Rags. You know.
No doubt.
Pop's side was Crips, Mom's side was Damoose.
Most definitely. So what particular gang sets were your relatives, on the red side?
We have BPS, we have Fruittown Brim, 38th Street Brims, Rolling 20s, Outlaw 20s.
No doubt.
We also have a few East Siders as well.
Most definitely.
Low
man.
Bottoms, of course.
Low Bottomz.
Yes, sir.
And for those that don't know, the Low Bottomz, what does that area consist of? I know, but for those that don't know, that been under a rock.
For those that been under a rock, if you're making any noise on the Low Bottoms in the black community, you're gonna be from East Side villains, or you're gonna be from the Pueblos.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's what represents the East Side Low Bottom across by the projects. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
To me, that's how we feel.
For sure.
It's mad love and respect to the 38th Streets, though. The Hispanics on that side, they hold it down on their own.
Most
They know what
definitely.
they about, though.
Right. So it's basically from like 50th Street all the way down.
20s to the 40s to the 50s.
Right. That's all considered the Low Bottom. Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
So, what was your first introduction into any issues with the Crips?
Going to school, getting beat by walking home by a Crip, would take a tree branch off of a pomegranate tree and whoop me every single day.
Wow.
He would beat me home, kind of like punking me all the way home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't really all about that when I was younger. Mom was like a hard-working woman, and she brought me up the best way she can.
No doubt.
But they always told me if they hit you, hit them back.
No
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? But I kind of took it easy because I was going to a school in an atmosphere of all blue rags. Not that I knew what part I was going to filter out, because right down the street from there, we got V&G's.
Most definitely,
Van
Van
Ness
Ness
Gangsters,
Gangsters,
you
no
know what I'm
doubt.
saying? So, and I had relatives from the 40s as well,
Most definitely.
you know, so I would go and visit my aunt. She lived in the jungles, and check her out. And when she moved out of the jungle, she moved over on Van Ness. So then I got tight going over there, hanging out with the VNs and them a little bit. You know
Most
what I mean?
definitely. Wow. That's when everybody was together, man.
That's when everybody was together.
It's wild, yo. So, okay. What high school did you attend?
I attended Crenshaw High School, another Crip school.
Oh, wow.
That didn't last long because I ended up going. I begged my mom to send me to a continuation at Dorsey. I'm like, please, I just, to be honest, bro, I fell out of high school and just took a GED and got my 60 credits and got my diploma, bro, because it was hard.
Most
You know what I'm
what Crips was there?
Same. Crenshaw got
The same
60s,
one.
40s, 30s. It's like the whole O card.
Oh, shit.
So it was-
it's in the 90s, damn it.
Oh, it was hard for me.
Oh,
You know what I'm
wow.
saying? To say that, you know, I couldn't go to school in any red shirt, put it like that, at all.
Wow.
You don't play that. But not out here. Back in the times has changed now.
has changed,
You'll
yeah.
see some Crips where they be flamed up, and you be like, "Oh, what up, Swoop?" And they be like, "What, cuz?" And I'm like, "What the? Oh, shit, my
Oh,
bad."
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and that's vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
know who is who right now these
You
days.
don't.
You know, that's
Yeah,
makes.
especially on the East Coast.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Oh, well, see, well, that must
Yeah.
be where we learned it from. We were slow out here.
Oh yeah. We trade. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Listen, my personal belief is we traded microphones for rags. That's just my you know how back in the day people would trade like diamonds for platinum or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Wheat for, you know, sugar, whatever, you know. I feel like we traded hip-hop for gangbanging, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, we taught each other the way, so, you know, with y'all, basically in y'all 6th and 7th generation, and we going into our, like, 3rd, 4th, you know what I'm saying? It's way different, man.
It is.
Way different. So we just now seeing really all the pain, man. You know, all the dead homies, basically, and it's sickening. You know, all the damn funerals back to back. Which we just had somebody great that we lost, that I know you were close to, and somebody else that I, you know, admired as well. You know what I'm saying?
Big Y.
Big Y, you know what I'm saying? Mafia in peace, man. You know, real reputable, man. One of the first niggas, he used to call himself Red Rags.
Red Rags.
Yes, sir.
He had the red bandana tatted on his arm.
Wow.
His whole arm.
Wow. I didn't never know that.
Yes, sir.
I seen him in Kenneth Hahn Park at the blood transfusion, and Rum dude, God rest his soul as well, from Avenue.
That's crazy because Rum's daughter and my son have a child together.
For real?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Wow.
We
My
both-
seeds marry his seeds,
Yes, sir.
marry his seeds. That's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family. That's how it's done.
Yeah, we grandfathers. Rest
Wow,
in peace,
rest
Ron,
in
man.
peace, Ron, man.
It's a world of small, man.
You know, the same way how you always roll out the red carpet for me, man, Rum always went out his way, man. Every time. Sometimes I'll post a throwback video, he'll hit me. Hey, nigga, why you ain't tell me? Man, you know you supposed to tell me you coming out. I'm like, nah, big bro, it's a throwback. Yeah, real dude.
Banging on wax,
Banging
man.
on
With Big
wax.
Y and Rum, man, and B Brazy and,
Oh, man, from the
Sugar
lanes.
Booger, man.
Oh, man,
Man,
from
did
the
you go check Sugar
relatives.
Booger, man?
Oh, man.
You didn't get a chance to go to his restaurant?
I didn't check his
Oh,
restaurant
when you
yet.
come back, I gotta take
I don't
you.
want anybody.
Yeah. To get the
I'm a
wrong
boss,
idea
bitch.
about me.
Fuck 2-3 times, still ain't called the bitch. We the realest nigga,
Sugar
got the
booger,
big
bitch.
homie with
You
you,
know what I'm saying?
and they ready to bang, red strings. That's my nigga, Sugar
My
Booger.
nigga dog, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, man. What were your closest allies growing up? Because I'm not going. Let me ask you this before I ask you about that. How old were you when you decided to say, you know what, fuck that, I'm outside with the homies, man. I'm doing this.
Man, I've been on the move since I was 12, 13 years old.
No doubt.
No doubt. I've been moving that way. I've been moving, hustling all around that age.
Mm-hmm.
And when I figured the time was right, I chose where the love was the most.
Most definitely.
And I remember, I'm gonna give you a small little scenario about living in the areas that I was living in. So, of course, just because I'm not affiliated don't mean that I didn't interact with them. I had to interact with them because I lived there, you dig?
For
At
sure.
the same time, hold a mutual respect.
For sure.
So I would never, for instance, go upstairs and come outside in some all-black chucks with all flamed-up red laces because that's disrespect. Some didn't know what my heart was, but they had those that was about their money. And I remember one of them that came to me one day and was like, yo, man, loan me a tool, man. You know what I mean? I got to go handle this business. I said, all right, no problem. I loaned him the tool.
Mm-hmm.
And came back and said, oh, man, I got caught up, bro. I lost the tool, homie, and it's all that. I said, ain't no thing, man. It's just a tool, brother. You know what I mean? It's all good. I had many snap-ons and Craftsmans, you know what I mean? And it went just like that until 3 weeks later, I'm at a burger stand in they hood.
Which burger stand is that?
Master Burgers.
Master Burger.
Right there
I heard
with that,
about that.
Yeah, you know about that boy, Crip Mac? He's all over the internet.
5-5.
Right.
Yeah.
That's his favorite spot.
Oh, man.
So I was right there, man. It is a dangerous burger stand.
No doubt.
No doubt. Well, they said Fat Burger was dangerous in the 20s too as well, so it didn't matter where you go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But the cat come from behind the building and he looks at me like, what's up? I said, hey, what's going on, man? He said, nothing. This time I had an 85 Regal on all gold ones.
Oh,
I
man.
want to say I was about 17. Like I said, I've been in the streets for a long time.
For sure.
And the cat raised up out his waistline and pulled a tool on me, man. I was looking down the barrel of my own socket. It was an ugly feeling.
Oh, shit.
You dig? It was a real ugly feeling, man. And when that happened, that reassured me that these cats, I told my mom, I said, Mom, I know you got to live here. I can't expect you to pick up and move, but I can't stay with you no longer because I'm going to do something to somebody. You know what I mean?
Word.
And that's when I started hanging out with my real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I chose up. But I chose up for the wrong reasons. I chose up for retaliation, but God was good because God did not proceed the retaliations to happen the way I wanted it to happen. Because that probably would have led me in a bad situation and you wouldn't be talking to me right now. You know?
Most definitely.
The revenge was on his time, not mine. Put it like
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean.
that. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you ain't gotta do shit. You just let him handle it all.
Oh, yeah.
Real talk.
Definitely.
So you started, you know, doing your thing with the homies. Now, did you have any good friends from opposite teams that you had to let go? And how was that?
To be honest with you, I still have them as acquaintances.
Most definitely.
Friends, I left them in elementary when they was whipping my ass on the way home. You know what I'm saying? With a stick, I'm like, oh, they ain't no friends. But
Right.
But associates and acquaintances, man, that's all. And some of them are good. Some of them are still around. Some of them still not. Some of them pushed back from me. I didn't have to push back from them. So it was. They made it easy. They made my bed easy for me.
Right.
You know, I didn't have to have no. Let's sit down here and talk about how this is going to be because no. They showed their true colors. So I showed mine.
Right. That's all you could do, man. That's a good thing to say, though.
Absolutely.
They like it, you love it, right?
They like it, I love it.
You know the shit.
No doubt.
For sure. So now you leave high school. Did you think about going to college at all, or did you?
Hell no.
What was your mind frame at? What was you thinking about doing?
Getting this money.
And how was you thinking about getting it?
Any means necessary.
Wow. Now I know everybody have their favorite time, their favorite era. If you could jump in a time machine right now, what year would you go to, big homie?
1989.
89? And what was so spectacular about 89?
Crenshaw was cracking. On either side, whether you drive from Imperial and Crenshaw to Adams and Crenshaw, low riders, car clubs, motorcycles, it was cracking. The police weren't harassing nobody. You'll meet the Bloods over there, the Wiener Schnitzels off of Crenshaw, close to the jungles. The Crips would be up there by Imperial, by I guess they're IVC, Imperial Village Crips or something like that. And everybody just going, meeting the media, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to pass the mafias. You know what I'm saying? So
no doubt.
We hanging out deep in Inglewood. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
No doubt. That was my best time. I loved them times, brother.
89.
1989.
1989, the number. Another summer. Yo.
Yes, sir.
Tell him what the funky drummer. Oh, man. No, that's a good answer, because a lot of people that I know, a lot of my elders always say 89. Shout out to Manute. That's his username. 89 made me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of dudes, man. My nigga Kruger, 89.
Damn, I just told my age.
Nah. Nah. Listen, it's a blessing, man. I know my guys, a few of the homies checked out 14, 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man, when I hit 21, I cried, man. I wrote my will at 16, man. When I hit 30, I dropped to my knees in the club and prayed. Tears.
Amen.
Grateful, man. Grateful, man. Niggas been checking out, you know, since back then, so, you know. But yo, man, I know one thing. California is my favorite place to visit.
Yeah?
But it's very dangerous, as you know, because this is your land. Where were some of the places that are out here that look beautiful, but you might get your head split out?
Oh, that's easy. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Which one?
All of them. I'm just playing with you. No. But you got to be careful, because they trying to avoid the one on Manchester where the boy, the young kid, got killed at the rap star.
PNB Rock.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So by trying to avoid that, other cats try to take their girls to stay low key from trying to avoid issues closer to the one by the airport or closer to the one in Hollywood over there in Gower. But definitely that, you know what I'm saying?
Most deaf.
Yeah, man. It's nice. And I could say, man, California is beautiful, but it's crazy out here, man. You could be walking down the street, brother, and you don't have to gang bang.
Yeah.
They would just stereotype you for someone because of a tennis shoe or a color that you have on. So, you definitely can't take life for granted out here, man.
Most definitely, man.
It'll turn on you quick.
You know, I told a few cats, you know, from the East Coast, I get them, you know, certain tips, and people would get upset because I'm putting them on what not to do when they come out here. And it's not that I know everything, it's just that I know y'all.
You got the knowledge.
And right, I studied y'all. And y'all put me up on shit, so I'm telling them this is what I learned from people that actually from there.
Definitely.
You cannot go out there wearing sports apparel. If that's what you're gonna do, don't do it at all. If you're gonna do that, wear something from here. And even if that might, you know, be not too good for you. You know what I'm saying? But everything damn near means something.
Every hood has a team. How about that?
Every hood has a team. Every one. So let's just put that out there. So, you know, they don't think I'm over-exaggerating.
No. You're not over-exaggerating. You speaking facts, man. Welcome to California.
California, word is ball. He said, yo, man, they know I'm from New York. I said, some of them niggas ain't finna ask you shit.
No.
They just about to get at you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sad.
Fuck,
man.
they supposed to know that you from New York and you got. I said that hat means neighborhood crip, nigga. They gonna get on your ass.
Let me give you a little scenario real quick, dude. Back on my mom's and me when I was growing up out here in California, it was hard for us because I couldn't afford to go and buy the Levi's jeans because mom's was a single parent. Pops didn't live with us, but he was still around. But her being a single parent, I had to go buy my clothes from the surplus. She would give me a certain amount of money and say, go buy your clothes from the surplus. Now, I wouldn't really buy a certain color attire. I always tried to stay neutral because of the areas that I was living in.
Most definitely.
So, but even if I would buy a tan khaki or a gray khaki, that would have to be my go-to clothes because it's just what we could afford at that time.
Most
You know what I'm saying? And what else is going to go with that khaki that I can get 3 or 4 pairs for a different price? I have to buy me some white tees.
Yes, sir.
I put on the khakis and the white tees. Most likely, I'm going to put on a pair of K-Swiss or a pair of Nike Cortez.
All right.
You understand?
All
So
right.
at that point in time in California, no matter what color you are, you're gang affiliated because
All
that's
right.
your attire.
Absolutely.
They're not thinking that I can't afford to wear Michael Jordans or some Air Max.
Right.
I can't afford to wear the 501s creased up nice and neat. I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was sucked in to the mentality because of poverty
Product, man.
of its own environment.
Product. Damn. Well, I'm so glad you put that like that, man, because it's, you know, we still deal with that judgment by the cover shit, man.
Definitely.
You know, let me tell you the God honest truth, big bro. It's not about me, it's about you today. But just building on what you said. I'm right here in this hotel. I get in, I press my floor, you know, some other people press their floor. So they looking and they say, oh, somebody's going to 12. Somebody's special. I was like, wow. I swear to God, I was like, wow. Yeah, because they was going to the 3rd floor. And I was like, okay, yeah, we all special. You know what I mean? They got out. It was me and another dreadhead dude in there. He was going to the same floor. I guess the penthouse shit. Man, I said, what the fuck was that about? He said, yo, don't worry about it, man. This is what we got to deal with.
Yeah.
How does that feel when you have numerous people doing that to you back to back? Where does that put your mind frame at? And especially at that age, because you cannot afford that attire that does not make you look like a banged out, you know, felon. They automatically put that label on you. What do you feel inside?
I feel inside. What that did for me was gave me drive. I took it as constructive criticism away from the life of danger, because your local LAPD can also, will also say you fit the description. So, me on my end, man, I took it and it made me hustle harder because I wanted to go to the 12th floor.
Most definitely.
But that don't mean I'm going to hate on the next man.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? I'm going to try to see how I can get elevated to get up there. Because me hating on the next man ain't going to do nothing but hold me down. That's oppression.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's very well said on that end, man. Couldn't have said it better. So let me ask you this. What was the streets like coming out of high school and you getting ready to get on your money game?
The streets back then, man, compared to now, we was always the murder capital. But I feel like back in my days, we had a little bit more, I should say, I don't want to say order, I want to say we're more organized. And you had more on your mind to think about than nonsense. But compared to now things happen with no sense whatsoever. It's just gone. But back then, oh man, you could always go to a big homie and it
ain't got to be from your turf at all.
Not at all.
See, you know what? That's one thing. Another thing I want to touch on, right? Nowadays, these cats would be like, "Oh, you ain't my big homie. You ain't my big homie." But once upon a time, I remember that anyone older than you or more experienced than you, and what y'all doing is considered your big homies. Whether you a big homie yourself, there's still those that came before you and laid that carpet down before you.
Yep.
No matter what set that nigga's from.
No matter.
So, when did you start to notice the difference between then and now, as far as, you know, like, hey man, these niggas, they not doing what we doing. They doing this shit all wrong. When did you start to notice that?
I noticed that real quickly as I got into my late 20s. As I put my time in, I realized that it was us at our age era to give knowledge to them and for them to listen. But see, back then, you know, your neighbor used to could put hands on you and whoop your ass and send you home. And then your moms beat your ass when they find out what really happened if it was your fault, right?
Right.
So it's that all that falls back on us, man. It's lack of poor leadership.
Yes, sir.
I'm being honest. I could stand up and take my my share of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because instead of us fighting to instill it into them, it was all like, oh man, don't do that, man, do it this way. And they said, oh, I don't want to do it, no, man, don't do it. Instead of us taking the time and showing them, we were just telling them. And certain individuals, as a human being, we can't tell them things. We have to actually show them. And we didn't take that time out to do that to the younger generation.
Oh man, dropping them jewels, man. Yeah, that's real, and you taking accountability.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's what that's all, you know, the youth really want. For you to say, look, man, all right, yeah, we fucked up too. Well, you know, let's get it together.
Well, how you gonna expect them to respect you if you say, okay, fuck you, go about over here?
Right.
You just said fuck me, so they feeling some kind of way, because people got mixed emotions. You gotta, to each individual you talk to, you have to have some type of communication level. You can't communicate the same way. We got to throw a higher frequency or a lower frequency. Everybody's not going to be the same.
Facts.
So at that point, we keep it in the medium. And if we weren't wise enough to keep it in the medium, we left them astray.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You ain't lying, man. Wow. So, let's go to 1995. Source Hip Hop Awards. Big Suge gets on the stage. So all you executives, the videos, dancing. How did you feel when he went up there and wowed the fuck out like that? Where were you at, and what was going through your mind when you seen that?
Sure, I wanted to be from Death Row.
Oh shit.
I wanted to be from the road, man.
No doubt.
Shit, look here. Big Suge was all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't say, oh shit. You just basically like, man, I'm fucking with him.
I'm fucking with Rob. I didn't take the. I was so brainwashed into the publicity and the fame and how they made it look, the portraying of what it is, man. It was just, I wasn't knowledgeable enough to say, you fool. You was a fool.
No doubt.
You causing some East Coast, West Coast that you know
Yeah.
that our Averex jackets came from them first, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you?
For sure.
You know we don't wear Timbs like them, man. They bring fashion to Timbs. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Hey, man, look here, man. I love the East Coast. I'm telling you, I was the first that could say that I was on the East. I was on the West Side with a full Maurice Malone outfit on.
Bang! They don't know nothing about Maurice Malone. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
you know what I'm saying?
No
so it's
doubt.
like, yo, man, I tell you, man.
Yeah, he took it there.
He took it there, man.
So, I said to myself, I always loved Death Row. But I was like, what the fuck is going on? Did you notice how serious that beef was on the streets?
It got serious.
It got serious.
Yeah, it got real serious.
Like, could you explain some of the illest shit that you seen during that time, even if it was, a rumor or whatever?
Man, in that time,
with the Death Row Bad Boy shit.
It was so immature to the point to where, and this is my thoughts, these are my words. I don't think nobody should be held accountable. I'm accountable for my own thoughts. I was ignorant to the fact, yo.
No doubt.
It was just like, you dummy. You spend time out there in New York. You know how those cats get down. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But it was just, I think I was more into, Pac made it seem like a fantasy, like a story. He created something that many didn't have that talent, and Big bit back the same way. So it was like, I wish I would see an East Coast nigga in the club, or I wish I would see a West Coast nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see a motherfucker wearing one pants leg up and one down, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like we was looking for shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it was crazy, man. It was just ridiculous, man.
Wow, man.
But that's what I'm saying about society and how we let down our generation, because the tongue is mightier than the sword.
For sure.
And things that you can say and portray, especially on wax, it means a lot to some people, right? Some people, some child, some kid is listening to your lyrics, listening to everything you're saying, and they're going to try to live up to that standards or do their best to get there. And some of them have a mind frame of Marshall Mathers. They're going to go kill the bitch and put her in the trunk and all that, leave the baby crying in the back seat, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You never
we
know.
don't want that, right.
You dig? That's some Eminem shit.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
I'm already know. As soon as you said Mr. Mathers, I already knew.
So it's like,
Marshall.
it was definitely, once again, falls again in lack of our leadership, man, because we were ignorant. It caused two wonderful people, two talented individuals, two pioneers to lose their lives senseless for something that I don't want to say. It was telling your life in a rap is like telling a story.
Yeah, it is.
That story came back to haunt them, and that's sad, and it caused a lot of grief. Like the brother Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, his own friend. You know the story.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's sad.
Let me ask you this though, big homie. Did you think? Look, I know everybody said the man is resting in peace, right? Till this day, I still feel in my heart Pac not really dead, man. Did you ever feel like that at one time? And if you did, and you gave up, when did you feel like, you know what, nah, that's some bullshit?
I feel that Pac is still living. I feel that Nipsey is still living, because this vessel that we are in, and I don't mean to steer off on your question, they're here in spirit.
Most definitely.
Every time we speak them up, they're here.
For sure.
You know, I kind of go from where I come from to where I'm at now. I'm a man of God, but I'm sure you'll get to that.
For sure.
So,
always been a
do
man
I think
of God.
Pac is alive? I hope so. I hope so.
No shit. You know, that guy right there, he had the power to change a lot of shit. You know?
Absolutely.
You know what pissed me off today, though? I'm on the Hollywood Walk of Fame with the wife. We go to visit Pop, 6212 Hollywood Boulevard. And it's this fake-ass Fredro Star looking ass nigga blocking up the whole star. He got the paintings out there over his shit, the T-shirts, you know, all that shit. I'm like, is this nigga trying to monopolize off of Machiavelli?
Absolutely.
Who the fuck is this nigga? And why is he doing that? Playing the songs, got the paintings out, you know, head down and shit, like it just happened yesterday. Like, oh man, I was done with that nigga, man. It made me feel uncomfortable, man. How do you feel about cats like that?
This Hollywood.
It's Hollywood.
Hollyweird.
Hollywood.
Believe it. Believe it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I've learned to expect the unexpected, so I'll never be surprised, brother.
For sure.
And people out here will step on your head and wipe their feet on the back of your earlobe and your neck if they can, and just to get to where they need to be. And that's sad. There's no respect for the living, and there's damn sure no respect for the dead.
I feel you, man.
And I think that's anyway.
Yeah. What a way to put that shit. So, let me ask you this. I know you always gonna be a B-dog, but have you ever had any run-ins with the law?
Absolutely.
What was your first run-in with the law?
Guns.
Oh shit! So you ended up having to go sit down, huh?
Guns.
And how long did you have to go sit down for?
Guns, drugs, guns. It was mostly guns at first, and then it ended up with the drugs. I want to say, I looked up. I did 4 years.
Most definitely.
In Taft Federal Institution.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And that was for the guns?
That was for money laundering.
Oh shit.
And then most of the guns I got spanked on the hand with, and until I ended up having to do like a year in Wayside. The judge said, "Yeah, you gonna keep coming back. You gonna keep coming back. We're gonna have to just show you what we mean."
Oh man.
So, yeah, man.
Damn. So what was going through your mind the day you got caught up and basically sentenced? Because I know once you got sat down, you had to adjust to what was going on around you. What was going through your mind at that time?
How fucking stupid can you be? I just wanted to go home like everybody else. Could never find incarceration comfortable. So therefore I had to think of a way to do what I do or change what I do, but still be able to prosper from it in a different way.
No doubt.
And I feel that the smartest man is not the man that keeps going to jail consistently. The smartest man is the man that can say, do what he do, but stay the fuck out.
For sure. Did you feel like you had the support of the homies, or did you feel as though niggas slacked up?
Definitely never no support. And definitely I felt that I never deserved it. I never deserved it, to be honest with you. You know, I wouldn't expect nobody to go sit down for something I did, or expect nobody to do something extra out of their way for me. I just couldn't fathom it, so I felt that it was all on me. It was all my fault, so I wasn't really tripping.
Right. Damn.
You know what I mean?
So let's go to the night you're getting ready to get up out of there.
Woo.
Did you make any you know?
Of course.
Any you know good brothers along the way?
In there I did.
And there,
In
did
there.
some of those guys end up being closer to you than some people that you've known for years?
Damn right.
That's wild, right?
I think that was because of us being so confined. We had no choice.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Make it, whether you was a red rag or blue rag, it don't matter at that point in time. It's all about what your skin look like.
Most definitely. Who were some of those guys that you built those bonds with that, you would never expect to have done so with?
I could never call names because I don't want to put them out
Most
there like
definitely.
that. But definitely more than a handful, and definitely multiple Los Angeles gang sets.
For sure. It's wild. So there was times where you had to go against other, let's just say, skin gangs.
There was. I had a few incidents. One was serious, but at that point in time, one cat turned around and asked me, well, you Belizean, so who you gonna ride with?
Oh, wow.
I said, I'm gonna ride with the first motherfucker that got my back. It's the first one to run up and get stabbed. I said, I don't give a fuck what color you are.
Right. Exactly. I feel you on that, man. So let me ask you this. Now, we love this thing of ours. We always gonna be B-Dogs. But when did you decide to tell yourself, man, this shit out of control, I gotta do something productive?
When I had my first seed 28 years ago.
Most definitely, man.
I realized that nothing matters at that point but his life.
For sure.
And I wanted to be there. That's when I realized that I always realized I had moms, I had pops, I had people that was dependent on me, but when I looked in the eyes of my first seed, I had to really get my life together and figure out what I was going to do. And that didn't mean I got it together. That just meant I had to find ulterior motives and corners to hit.
For sure.
And just move a little different.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Without a doubt, man. I definitely feel you on that. So, how did you feel, the first night of, put it like this, the time you find out that you're getting ready to have a child is exciting. But let's just say the very first day you get to hold him outside of the hospital. What was going through your mind?
Wow. Another part of me. A piece of me. Looking him in his eyes.
Yeah.
Changing his little diaper, belly button still stuck on because it got time to fall off. Had to be careful, moms always said. It was remarkable.
Right.
Yeah, it was priceless. I wouldn't trade anything for the world, man.
Most definitely, man. Yeah, I know the feeling. Trust and believe. So, you're a phenomenal tattoo artist, man.
Thank you.
When did you? Yeah, I seen some of your work and I was like, yo, I gotta fucks with this guy right here, man. I said, yo, I really get my shit together, get my money up, cause it ain't gonna be no flim-flam work. So you better believe you gonna pay like you weigh if you get these tattoos. Tell the people the name of your tattoo business and where you guys located and everything, or wherever,
Well, we call Reapers Inc.
Mm-hmm.
We are based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Pecos and Craig was the last tattoo shop that we had opened up before I had decided to close it down and open up another venue. But you can follow me on IG at King Reapers Inc. And I think I want to say it's Reaper 187 on what is that? What's this new site they have here? TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, I'm still old with that. So
most definitely.
Check my work out there, and I'll tell you the truth, brother. After I opened up and went on to new and better things, I only tattoo customers on request.
Oh.
So I no longer go hard in the paint. Like, for instance, you want something? Hell yeah, I'm gonna come out there. I'll fly out there. I'll come hit you up. You my nigga. You know what I'm saying? No
most
problem.
Definitely,
but
man.
I no longer make it a financial currency to where we have to go straight into tattooing full time. And don't worry,
Yo.
it's my specialty. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Tits and clits. You know what I'm saying? I pierce them, tie them. You know what I'm saying? You know, definitely. My new company is A&W Transport and Services, where we transport all high-end vehicles and motorcycles for Harley Davidson and move cars from the auction back and forth for different dealerships and stuff like that.
Man, you see what I'm saying? That's beyond productive, you know? And that makes me proud to know that we got elders that's really doing something out here, man. Because there's a lot of y'all not doing shit, not trying to do nothing. And you're not being a good example. You know what I mean? You gotta be something to follow. If you wanna lead, you know what I'm saying? So I always surround myself with those that want it all, you know what I'm saying? And doing their best to get it all, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's the only place you should see yourself.
For sure.
You put yourself around anything less than that would be uncivilized. That means you don't want growth.
For sure, man. For sure.
You got
Without
to.
a doubt. So let me ask you this though. 1980s crack epidemic, man. When did you first realize that, yo, this shit is a gold mine and I need parts? Because I know you had your hands in that before.
Show what that 5-0 double up, nigga. All day long, baby. You know what I'm saying?
What was that like though, man? Because I was just on the bench, man. I didn't really know what was going on.
I was a rookie, but I was playing hardball.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
What a way to put that.
I was a rookie, but I was playing hardball.
And what city did that start off on?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
For sure.
South Central.
South Central.
You know what I mean? It definitely was a turner, I tell you.
Most definitely. Well, give me this knowledge real quick. I always look for South Central on the map as of recent, present day. Is South Central now considered Southgate?
No.
Or is that something?
No.
What is that? Why don't they show South
That's
Central?
different. Southgate is completely different. South Central, you running anywhere from where we sit at now, which is an undisclosed area. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'll be going by that time, so don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. So
we still gotta edit it and all that.
Yeah. So we have. It's kind of like from here all the way to like Crenshaw and Adams, Crenshaw and Imperial around that side, and going back down to the east side before you reach Compton Boulevard.
For sure.
That's South Central LA.
For sure.
And it's a whole mixing, boiling pot. You cross the street over here, you got Crips. Across the street at 48th, you got Bloods on 54th. So it's kind of like, and after you do that, you got the 60s coming up to you when you get to Hyde Park. So
it's a song that doesn't end.
Doesn't end.
Yeah,
Doesn't
man.
end. You go up Lamert Park, you got the 40. As soon as you cross over to Baldwin Hills, you got the jungles. You know what I mean?
Yo, I didn't even know that they was that close in
All
proximity,
close.
man.
All close. Boy, let me tell you something, bro. Don't stop at the wrong gas station. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You could be in the right color, but don't stop at the gas station because it's just not safe.
I understand, man.
I would run out of gas and say, fuck it, come get me. I break out the old brick, the old ultra classic. I'm about to run out of gas. You should just pass the gas station, nigga. I'm not stopping there.
Word up. I was telling my wife the same. I said, look, fuck all that. We're going to fill up right now, broad daylight, this gas station right here, because we don't want to be at the wrong one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's real, though.
South Central.
Yeah, I'm very appreciative for the knowledge, man, because you got to know what's going on wherever you at.
You have to,
And they don't understand the importance in checking in. You see, I reached out immediately. Big bro, I'll be down there. And you got the message late, but you still got it though. You know, and you came through, man.
I have to.
Most definitely, man. I definitely appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate you.
So, you know I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got a long ride. You got plenty of other things to do, man. So we gonna close out like this. You got a whole island to yourself, man. You got all your necessities, everything you need, but you could only take one album, one movie, one particular meal to eat over and over again. If you smoke one particular strain, and if you drink alcohol, one particular beverage. But you only get one particular beverage. You can't get soda and juice and liquor. It gotta be one or the other.
So I'm gonna go ahead.
So we're gonna start with your album. What album are you taking on your island with you? You only get one.
The album that I would take, it would definitely, all hands down, have to be NWA, Straight Outta Compton.
No doubt. Okay. What's your favorite song on that track? On that album? None in particular, or just
the whole album.
Shit? For sure. All right.
Can you edit this?
We gonna make it happen.
Okay.
We gonna make it happen.
I just want to say, damn, you only gave me one album.
Yeah, you only. Oh well, you know what? In that note, I can't.
No, you good.
I can't edit. You know why, big bro?
You good because it came from the heart.
Because it came from the heart, and everybody only gets one.
Okay.
You only get one. Everybody, they say, "Damn, Breeze, you're killing me, man!" Like only
Straight
one.
Outta Compton, then.
Okay,
and that's the song. That's the one song as well.
No doubt. So now we got movie. You got one movie to pick.
That's easy. Belly.
Belly. No doubt. Watch that all over and over again.
I'm the original Jamaican.
For real, out of all the movies, Belly.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Okay, so what meal would you pick to eat every single day?
Rice and beans, oxtail, fried plantain, and potato salad.
Oh, man. That sounds good, man. Now you get one beverage.
Pine ginger.
Pine ginger. Wow, I don't think I ever heard of that one.
That's a counteraction of pine, the pineapple juice blended with ginger in it. It's
wow.
Kind of like a ginger beer.
Ginger beer, yeah, I've heard
ginger.
of that. Word. Yeah, that's that rough shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Hot.
Gotta burn your throat.
No doubt, that's that. Oh, man. So, yo, man, my big brother, I really appreciate you, man, your time you took to come out here and kick it with your little bro, man. It really means a lot to me. So don't ever hesitate. Bark at your dog when you touch the east. You know I'm gonna lay the red carpet out for you the same, man.
Done said. You already know,
man.
The pleasure is mine, man.
Most definitely. Anything you want to tell the people and the youth out there before we slide out?
Yeah, man. We only got one life to live.
Most definitely.
Make the best of it. Hold no hate in your heart. Don't go to sleep mad with your loved one. Tomorrow's not promising for no one whatsoever. So, that being said, love, laugh, and give.
Yes, sir.
That's my contribution to what I feel that everybody needs to get. The world needs more love. There's too much hatred going on right now.
Too much, man. That's a fact. And we up out of here, man. You know, until the next time, Ghetto Stars Podcast. Whoa, and we about.
Ghetto Stars.
Ghetto Stars.